the weekend? Let's get it rolling with NationalCalendarDay.com.
It is Leif Erikson Day. Leif Erikson, a Norwegian Viking that came over to the New World, the first European, led the first Europeans that would come to what is now North America. Many of you may know his father, Eric the Red. We'll get to them soon, though. Next up, it is World Post Day. World Post Day is kind of a way to celebrate the post office, but universally, not just in America, but all over the world. It was set up in 1874 in Switzerland, and they wanted to honor the people who were keeping everybody in the world connected. And a not so great one in my book. I know we always get food in here, but this is not food that Mr. Wick wants. It is National Moldy Cheese Day. Now, you got to be some kind of strange monkey if you like all these strange cheeses, but there is a special name for someone who specializes in cheese, butter, and dairy. That's a cheesemonger. So all you cheesemongers out there that deal with mold and moldy cheese, such as brie or blue cheese or Roquefort, or even, I can't pronounce them, Gorgonzola cheeses, there's a special place somewhere for you guys. But there are a lot of people who view moldy cheese as a delicacy. You'll have to let me know at the end of the video if you're one that likes the funky cheeses. On this day in history, we're going to get right back to Leif Erikson. Year 1000 was when he discovered Vinland. He had been in Norway and he was converted to Christianity. And then he, and like I said, his father Eric the Red was known for Greenland and Iceland. When they got to the New World, they named Vinland, which meant land of grapes. They found timber and grapes as something to work with. Now, we don't know exactly if he meant to sail to Vinland or if he was just on his way back from Greenland and got off course. But on this date in history, 1000 AD, Leif Erikson comes to North America. Next up, 1635, I'm going back to that Massachusetts Bay Colony. Now, we're getting close in class to getting a government. And in Massachusetts Bay, where a lot of fun things happened, Roger Williams, a name that we'll come up with again. Roger Williams was banned from the Massachusetts Bay Colony because of his views on religious freedom and separation of church and state. He really spoke out against all the civil authorities, the law, the government, being involved in making decisions and punishing people for what they called religious discretions. If the church didn't like something that people were doing, they took it to the law, and the government was handling that, and they were punishing people for that. He was also a very loud voice against taking land away from the Native Americans, and the other colonists felt that it was their right to just take the land. 1665 brought panic to London, England. The Plague of London. It was not the bubonic plague, that had happened before, but they thought it might have been the second coming of the plague. It turned out not to be. However, this plague was also brought forth because of a rat flea. We'll discuss that in class. And it did kill over 100,000 people in England. Bring out your dead! They would come around and they would actually collect dead bodies just to clean up the area. 1855, Isaac Singer. Maybe you've heard that last name Singer before. Singer's Sewing Machines. He got the patent number 008294 on the sewing machine. In 1941, Franklin D. Roosevelt, FDR, he approved America's atomic program, the creation of the atomic bomb. Now understand, this is October. We did not even get to the war until into December, after the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor on December 7th of 41. But we were planning as if it were going to happen. The name of the project was the Manhattan Project. They were sworn to secrecy that they would not share anything. There were spies everywhere giving details to the Russian government. However, we managed to pull it off in 10 different locations around the country, putting together the atomic bomb. The test bomb was at the Trinity test site, or the Trinity bomb, in Alamogordo, New Mexico. Take a peek.
General Groves was lying on the ground in the prone position, facing away from the blast. what he said was going through his mind was, what was he going to do when the timer got to 0 and nothing happened?
At 5:30 a.m., July 16, 1945, the world entered the atomic age with an intense flash, a sudden wave of heat, followed by a tremendous shock wave. The ball of fire extended 40,000 feet. The bomb packed a punch equivalent to 20,000 tons of TNT, the high end of most of the scientists' predictions, completely vaporizing the steel tower and heating the desert sand into glass for a radius of 800 yards.
1984 saw Kathleen Sullivan become the first woman to walk in space. She was part of the Challenger mission. Sullivan's spacewalk kicked open the door for more women to be involved at a much deeper level in the NASA programs. "1986 introduced us to Andrew Lloyd Webber's Phantom of the Opera. It debuted at Her Majesty's Theatre in London, England. Just a few quick birthdays today, October 9th. First off, 1940, we met him the other day. John Lennon, one of the original Beatles, broke away when the Beatles broke up. Had his own solo career with the song Imagine, but again, many great tunes with the Beatles. 1948, the music here in the background, the soulful Jackson Browne, a musician, been around a long time. Just came out with a new one, actually, even though he's older. Love is Love, great tune, but Running on Empty is what you're hearing now. And last but not least, that term guilty pleasure comes into play again. WWE, former star, 1967, Eddie Guerrero, he of the Frog Splash, passed away a few years ago, WWE superstar. And one last one, I'm going to sneak in an October 10th birthday, since October 10th is Saturday. First off, my mom's birthday would have been Saturday, October 10th, and she shared it with Packer great Brett Favre. Brett Favre having a birthday on Saturday. And just a reminder that it is anti-bullying month here in October. Quick reminder of the 4 types of bullying we might see. One is physical, tripping, pushing, hitting. The verbal, the insults, the put-downs. The self-isolation, people being just kind of off by themselves, not that they want to, but we're kind of not doing anything. Reach out to those people. And last but not least, cyberbullying. Be careful what you post online. Well, gang, happy weekend. Be kind to one another. Be kind to your families. Be kind to your friends. Be kind to people you don't know. And we'll catch you next week.
Halloween season.